Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Alan Troop, reporting news from around the Columbia Basin for Wednesday, December 11th. Tonight, we report on the hearing to determine if Nathan Brooks will be charged as an adult and who is leading the election for the Moses Lake Irrigation and Rehabilitation District. In sports, Bob Kirkpatrick reports on how the Warden Cougars did against Granger last night. And our spotlight story tonight is about a Grant County PUD program that helps people share the warmth. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight, Nathan Brooks returned to court as a two-day hearing began to determine if he will face trial for shooting his parents as an adult or a juvenile.
The hearing to determine whether Nathan Brooks will be tried as an adult started today. 15-year-old Moses Lake boy is charged with 2 counts of attempted murder in the first degree after allegedly shooting his parents in early March. Deputy Prosecutor Kevin McRae argued it would be better for the community and Brooks if he faces adult charges and potentially adult punishment. He pointed out Brooks reportedly invented a story about an intruder before confessing to the crime, faced a previous accusation of molestation, and has an average to above average intelligence. Defense attorney Lillian Couture argued Brooks has previously undiagnosed mental health issues, such as depression and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Getting the same treatment as an adult would mean Brooks would be more likely to commit another crime when he's released from the adult system. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
Reporters Cameron Probert and Vivian Huang will continue to cover the hearing for iFIBER 1 News. David Skog is leading Ron Covey after the first round of ballot counting was completed in the Moses Lake Irrigation and Rehabilitation District election. The election was held yesterday to determine who will be the board director for position 1 and to seat 2 people in the new board director positions created to expand the board from 3 to 5. People owning land within the district were eligible to vote. For director position 1, Skog received 1,034 votes and Covey 486 votes. The election will also determine who will fill the 2 newly created seats on the board. 4 candidates are seeking the position, but only the 2 candidates with the most votes will be elected. Leading the election for the new positions are Bill Bailey with 711 votes and Jeff Foster with 702 votes. Following closely behind is Larry Tracy with 696 votes and Mary Perry with 600 votes. All of the ballots cast yesterday are counted except absentee ballots, which will be tallied on Monday. The impact of absentee votes could change the election outcome, as the district voter turnout yesterday was described as being light. The discovery of an illegal fishing operation allegedly started police on a 25-mile chase in northern Grant County. Prosecutors charged Mikhail Mitsevich, a 38-year-old Everett man in Grant County Superior Court, with assault in the 2nd degree, attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle, and commercial fishing without a license in the 1st degree. A Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife officer found trash bags full of 174 whitefish and a few others, along with 2 gill nets at Banks Lake late last week and waited for people to return to the nets. When a gold Chevy Astrovan approached the bags, the fish and wildlife officer ran out from nearby bushes, stood in front of the van, and told the people to stop. Mitsevich allegedly drove the van straight at the officer, who had to jump out of the way to avoid being hit, and led them on a chase for about 25 miles before stopping and being arrested. Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We will be back after these messages with the latest from our iFIBER One Weather Center, sports, and more news.